Hey people.
Hi.
This is Emily.
This is Jessica.
And we are kicking it off with episode number 1.
It is currently January 20th.
It's January 20th.
2018. I feel, and also, we thought we'd spice up this podcast by drinking moonshine.
Drinking homemade moonshine that I got as a gift.
Which started at about noon, so...
Yes, I will... Where is this?
Not a fan.
You're not a fan of the drinking of the moonshine?
It just gives me a feling that I don't like feeling when I swallow it.
What is this feeling?
Like I'm gonna vomit.
So, yes.
Does it have a name? Yes, it's fucking dying. That's the name of it.
Yeah, so I got homemade moonshine for a Christmas gift, and it's been sitting in my refrigerator fermenting for the last few weeks. So we are now drinking it.
Oh, baby, I don't like that.
Yeah,
it's gross.
So we lit right now. I'm lit. I've been sober for all of 45 minutes of today.
It's been a good time.
It's like 4 p.m.
Welcome to college.
Welcome to life. I hope I get to live my life this way.
I also hope I get to live my life this way.
Just being able to be drunk all the time.
That's called alcoholism. That's a serious issue.
Yeah, you're right.
Many Americans face.
You're right. It's not something I should aspire to have in my life. It's fine.
Same.
I'm not an alcoholic yet.
That was beautifully simultaneous.
That was haunting, and I think I
that was moving. Okay,
start looking into my problems.
Who are we?
Who are we? I ask myself
that
every day.
Who is me?
Who is me?
Who that boy?
This is real. This is me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be now. Let the light
shine on me. But okay, seriously. So why did we start this podcast? Why are we talking right now?
We are talking because we love to hear ourselves talk.
Agreement.
We're big fans of just listening to ourselves talk about stuff.
I agree. I do like listening to my own voice.
It's just
coming out of my mouth.
As it comes out, we just love to listen.
Exactly. I agree with that.
But no, we wanted to start a podcast that was, I think, literally just like for people our age that
I'd agree with that.
Are trying to figure out what the fuck is going on in the world.
Because honestly,
nobody knows.
We have no idea, and we have lived a life. We have lived a life, honey. I've lived lives.
And it's weird.
So much to talk about.
Because it's like, we're only like 21 and 22. So like, in a lot of people's eyes, we're like still babies. We're still children and like so don't have like really any life experience. But then like on the other hand, it's like, holy shit. Like, I feel very wise as a 22-year-old.
I also feel very wise. But at the same time, I really do not know what I'm talking about the majority of the time.
Yeah. I do a lot of faking it.
I do a lot of confident bullshitting. A lot of confident
professional, confident bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshitter.
They're like, everyone's just like, oh my gosh, like, you're so good at getting jobs. And, like, you seem, like, so good at, like, just doing things.
Living and being a human.
Yeah, but, like, I don't know how it happened, though.
That's the same. People are always like, Emily, like, you're so good at, like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, inside I'm probably having some type of panic attack. But it's like...
Same, though.
It's fine.
Actually, same, though.
I'm pulling it off.
Well, freaking, I know.
Yeah, but we started, I think, and, like, I know, like, from my end, I think that there's, like, not a lot of, like, media really directed towards, like, people who are, like, only, like, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Like, we are kind of, like, I feel like we're a forgotten
We are
age group.
A forgotten age. We are the age that grew up with and without technology.
Exactly. We're the middle children of all of the age groups, I think.
The awkward middle child.
Yeah. We don't get enough love, but we're put in the middle of a lot of
That's true.
older millennials fighting with younger Gen Z kids or whatever the
the weird, like, Snapchat age.
Right.
They don't text no one texts each other now. It's all Snapchat. And it's like, my brother and sister's Snapchat, and they're young, and it's weird. I'm
my
like,
brother loves Snapchat, and I'm like,
it's weird.
What is this? Who are you? You're 14.
You're like a baby.
Go outside.
And again, you don't know who they're talking to online.
Exactly.
They could be talking to 40-year-olds.
But then we also understand because we were born, we grew up in a time when, like, it was, like, technology was, like, the new thing, and, like, that's how we figured out a lot of what we're doing today is, like,
I agree.
Like, we're so dependent on technology, but, like, we also look at the generation that's younger than us and is like, oh my god,
you're so dependent on technology.
You're so dependent, but, like, then it's us.
As I'm on Twitter driving, which is, don't ever do that, but,
Justin drives and tweets.
I literally, it's so bad. Like, I get in the car, and this is really bad, and I think we're starting off with a flaw that I have. First thing on the podcast, I have been known to use my phone in the car, and that's really dangerous and it's really bad. And I've known a lot of people who have done, like, bad things, distracted driving. Right. And it's just like, I know I shouldn't do it, but at the same time, I'm just like, I really want to see a meme. I'm just like, I really just want to know. I need
fulfill my meme need.
Yeah, going 90 on the highway. That's literally when I'm just like, that's literally when I'm at my peak of, like,
I need a meme.
I need to, like, I really need to look at my phone. Like, I need to look at Snapchat. Like, I don't give a fuck what I'm doing. Oh, girl. It's stuck in your beautiful locks.
For people listening, I just try to take off my headphones that I wasn't even listening to because they're not actually using or projecting any type of sound. Anyway, so I took them off my head and then I got stuck and things malfunctioned. I should just edit this out.
That was a really fun intro.
I don't even know if we accomplished what we were supposed to accomplish in the intro.
But I guess with the podcast, we'll be doing a lot of different segments. We'll be playing a lot of different games that I think will be super fun and super exciting. Yeah. We will be spilling some tea.
All the tea will be on the floor.
Tea. I'm so sorry to the people who know us, because some of the stories that we talk about will probably involve you. We will not use names.
I will.
Yet. Watch your back, bitch.
Watch your back, bitch. No,
you've done anything to me ever. It's gonna be in a story that I'm gonna tell on this podcast.
I think as a rule of thumb, I think that anytime we talk about anyone in a podcast, we should talk to them before we release the podcast.
That is super true. I would agree with that one. Because common decency.
Yeah, just, like, let them know. Be like, hey, here's what's going on. We spilled the tea on you in our last podcast episode.
And you might not be okay with it, but we are releasing it anyway.
We're just going to do it anyway. We just wanted you to know. We're not going to take in any feedback from you, but we wanted you to know that this is what's going on.
But we will try to omit, if it's bad, we'll try to omit names.
I think we won't say anything bad.
I know.
We're not like that.
So fun to preface this. Okay. Well, we're going to segue into our first section, which is Drunk or Child.
Drunk or Child, yeah.
Can you preface what Drunk or Child is?
Yes, so Drunk or Child is the segment of the podcast where we each take a turn describing an event that happened at one point in our lives, and the other person has to guess whether or not it happened while we were drunk or while we were a child, if we were a child. So just dumbass shit that, like, that noise,
that moonshine doesn't go down easy. Like, it never is going down easier.
I've been chugging this shit. I don't know. I have a problem.
You're gonna be really drunk. That's a lot gone. That's a lot gone.
I know. Gone. I drank like half a jar of moonshine. It's fine.
Okay, drunk or child. Would you like to begin?
Yeah, I'll start. I have one. Okay, so one time, it was a holiday. I was at my grandparents' house, and and we'll get into this in later future discussions, but, like, me and my family are very interesting in the sense that I'm usually the outcast. Wow. Surprise. But I was off doing some fuck shit by myself, and this might be easy. But I was like, I'm gonna slide down the stairs on my stomach. And I was like, okay. And I did it, and then, like, halfway down the stairs, not even halfway, like 4 or 5 stairs in, my shirt got pulled up, and, like, I started to get, like, rug burn.
On your stomach.
On my stomach, and I was like, this is a really bad idea. But I couldn't stop myself, because I was already committed to, like, just your penguining down these stairs.
Throwing you, the gravity is pulling you to the floor.
So I was in a lot of pain, but I had to commit to the act of sliding down the stairs. So I had, like, really bad rug burn on my stomach for a few days, and, like, couldn't lay on my stomach, and, like, had to keep putting, like, this weird, like, ointment. Because I really messed up the front of my body. Like, I just, like, the whole, like, where your abs should be.
It's so fun.
It was just raw. And, so Drunken Child.
Oh, God. Okay. So this could go so many ways. Me envisioning you. For some reason, I can just envision small Emily being like, this is an amazing idea. Like, I'm young. I did so much dumb fuck shit, too. Like, that's such a child thing to do.
Yep.
Oh, God. I'm gonna go with child. I'm gonna say that was a child.
I was a child. I was like maybe 7, and it was like at the point where my cousins were too young for me to consider them cool.
Truth, though,
they were too young, and I was like, nah, I'm good. I got it myself.
I've always been the oldest, and it's always been weird.
It sucks, but it's like also great. I don't know. I stood at the top of the stairs and I was like, Mom, look at this. And then I just started screaming, and she was like, you're a fucking idiot. Like, I love you, but God, why did you think that was a good idea? Yeah, and then she had to nurse my bleeding stomach for a couple of days.
That is sexy.
Super sexy. 7-year-old Emily. That's weird. I was such a sexy 7-year-old, guys.
Same. Oh, 7-year-olds.
No,
7-year-olds are not sexy.
No, 7-year-olds are never sexy.
Never think that.
But I mean, like, we're gonna get off topic, but here's something I've always wanted to explore.
Yes.
Some people genuinely, like, are attracted by young people. And, like, it's called pedophilia.
This is getting,
but, like,
into pedophilia
part of me, like, feels for them, because it's, like, it's not, like, we can control what we like.
I can just see it. Two girls in a podcast. One is defending pedophilia. What is this country coming to?
I've already fucked up my entire reputation. No, I mean, I'm definitely not, like, pro-pedophilia.
Yeah.
But I'm, like, I guess I'm just, like, really interested in, like, this dynamic of, like, people genuinely are attracted to young children, and I'm just, like, what?
And I think that's an innocence. I think at the root of it, it's a power thing.
Yeah.
So it's, someone holding more knowledge than them, like, and it's an innocence factor, too. Yep. It's, like...
And this, like, idea of,
a whole combination of things.
Yeah, having complete control over a situation. So
yeah.
That totally makes sense.
They can't change.
Yeah. It's just weird. I don't know. And I think it's because I've been watching too much Criminal Minds, and I'm just, like, so...
That shit, like, that's why my mom calls me 7 times a day. Because she watches all those fucking crime dramas, and then she's just like, you didn't text back in 15 minutes, and I thought you were in a bag in the river. I'm like, no, Mom, like, I'm fine. It's okay. I know Milwaukee's sketchy, but you just need to chill out on the Criminal Minds.
My mom texts me every single day. I text my mom every day, because if she does not hear from me at least once a day, she freaks out.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
That is about right.
At first I was annoying, but then I was like, you know what? I'm happy that I have someone who gives a shit enough about me to, like, make sure I'm alive every day. Because not everyone has that.
Everyone does have that. Because I was thinking about that the other day. I was just like, literally, what if I just stop breathing?
Right. Like, who's gonna know
that? I know. I mean... That, like, my body's probably gonna start smelling pretty bad, so my roommate would hopefully come in and be like, girl, you good? Ooh, you decomposed. Should I call someone? Can I get someone for you?
Can we
bye.
Could leave you to your privacy.
What a rousing episode of Drunken Child. Okay.
We haven't even gotten, we're halfway through. Okay.
So, it's a pretty short story. But, okay, so long story short, I peed in a JC Penneys dressing room. Drunken child.
Oh, shit. This is tough. I feel like it's something that is both an answer? I feel like this has happened to you when you were drunk and you were a child.
I was gonna be like, you were 7, you were hammered, you were in a JC
You were Penneys. A drunk child. No, I'm gonna go with drunk. I'm gonna go with drunk.
That is not correct. Oh, I was a child. I have not drunk peed in a JC Penneys yet.
Okay. Why did you pee in a JC Penneys?
Okay, to preface this, so when I was younger, I was really afraid of bathrooms. I was really afraid of public bathrooms. Oh. So when I was younger, I wouldn't go to the bathroom at school. The reason was I was really afraid of storms. So we had a tornado either drill or there was a tornado siren, and I was in the bathroom at school and I was freaking the fuck out, like, oh my God, there's a tornado, like, we're gonna die, like, this, just the scared kid. So I never wanted to go to the bathroom because it was just terrifying. And so I didn't like peeing in public places. So I would just hold it. I would hold it all day. Like, my mom can tell you stories of me. I have a really good peeing story. But so I would just hold it all day, and I'd just be like, this is fine, which would then ultimately lead me to just letting it go lots of places. So my mom took me shopping. We went shopping at a JC Penneys. And it was either she was trying on clothes or I was trying on clothes. And I was just like, I need to pee, but I don't want to go in the public bathroom because there's going to be a tornado, even though it's 95 and sunny outside. No clouds in the sky. But at the off chance that a tornado would happen, there's no fucking way I'm going into this bathroom. Like, there's absolutely no way. So I was just like, I gotta shoot my shot. I'm just gonna go for it. So I just pissed.
Okay, wait.
Pissed in the dressing room.
I'm okay. So walk me through. So your mom was in the changing room with you?
No, she was in another changing room.
Oh, okay. I was like, did you just in front of your mom just be like, sorry, bitch, gotta do what I gotta do, and just piss yourself?
Just pulling down my pants.
Pull down your pants.
I can just see my mom just being like, Jessica, what are you doing? And I'm just like, I'm sorry, this just needs to happen. And she's
sorry,
just like,
Mom.
stop. I can just hear her, go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom. I'll be like, I can't. There's gonna be a tornado, and she'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? But yeah, no, that just from my fear of peeing, like my fear of public restrooms, I just held it, and I just peed in the JC Penneys dressing room. It smelled pretty bad.
Yeah, I bet. Wait, so you pulled down your pants, so you didn't soil your pants?
Of course not. I am not a heathen.
Of course not. Why would I do that? I'm definitely going to pull down my pants if I'm going to pee in a public place.
Yeah, exactly. I'm classy. I'm not a full barbarian. I'm not going to walk in soiled pants. Who do you think I am? I know you're judging me right now.
Okay, so you made it sound like it was almost multiple places as a child.
Yes.
Is that true?
That is 100% true.
Wow. Most people have problems when they pee when they're sleeping, but you peed when you were awake.
I know. And that prefaces me to, I have a lot of other drunker child examples that I will save for a later date, because I have some stories. And I have been caught peeing too. So I've not been caught by the police yet for publicly being intoxicated.
I have not either.
I've been actually pretty good with the law.
I've been relatively good with the law, yeah. I think so. I haven't landed myself in jail yet, which means that I think that I've done pretty good.
I agree with that one.
So, but I don't know, because in a time like this, in a society like this, sometimes you can do absolutely nothing and find yourself in jail, so.
Ooh, what does it mean? So true, though.
Bomb dropped. Just happened.
That is 100% true. I agree with that. you want to keep doing Drunken Child, or do we want to move on to pop culture?
We should move on to pop culture.
Oh, pop culture.
Okay. So here's just to give a. I'm gonna replay the sound you just made multiple times. It's just gonna keep playing for the rest of this episode.
Edit it into.
Yeah, it's just randomly gonna pop up. So to give everyone listening just a little bit of like background information, we have a lot of like different segments that we're gonna throw into each of our podcasts, and one of the ones that I think will come up very often is pop culture. And today we are talking about the Kardashians.
Kardashians.
The newest one. What's her name, everyone?
San Francisco.
Tallahassee
West.
I hope they should just have kids and keep naming them after weird ass places. I would love to like have like a.
I'd love to see
El Paso.
I'd love to see
West.
Waukesha West.
Waukesha West.
I'm pretty sure that's a high school. Waukesha West.
That would be dope. We should email Kim Kardashian and be like, "Yo, I know you just had one, but you should get another surrogate and name it Waukesha."
Pop out another one. But no, the thing is, the surrogate needs to be from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So it comes out
passive aggressive.
It comes out holding a casserole. And knows where every single Culver's is in a 10-mile radius.
Oh my God.
West.
Thanks from, Wisconsin. People
Thank
from
you,
the Midwest.
Wisconsin.
Thank you, Wisconsin. That's what we should name this podcast.
Okay. What's the actual name of the baby?
Okay, so for those people who are like, what the fuck are Jess and Emily freaking out about? Kim Kardashian and Kanye West just had a child. They had a surrogate person give birth because Kim is unable to give birth because of some type of medical reason. I don't.
She probably didn't want to ruin her body again.
Whatever. I think it actually has to do with like her like almost dying last time she gave birth.
My mom almost died when she had my sister.
Really?
Ripped her right open. like Alien from the Alien movies.
Oh my God!
She bled out. It almost died.
Jesus, you're laughing throughout this whole story.
You have to laugh through tragedy. That's like a way of coping.
I believe that. I feel like if we don't laugh about it, then we're all just sad together. So we might as well, there's got to be people like us that just make it happen.
I can't.
But yeah.
Anyway,
so Kim and Kanye named their baby Chicago West. So Jess and I talked a little bit about this.
I'm so conflicted about it. Let me preface this. I could give so much. I couldn't give two fucks about this. I could literally, if I never knew about, I literally don't care. But it's just Chicago.
It's weird because
Chicago. What's the? So it's like then. But okay, I guess that's kind of cute because you can call her Shy or Chi. I don't know.
Her name is Chi West.
Chi West.
Chi West.
Because it's Chicago.
Schwest. Her name is Schwest.
Because, so she can call her Shy, and then she can name her little other, like, she already calls North Nori.
Does she?
Yeah, Nori.
Oh, I didn't know Nori was Nori's nickname.
Watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
I watch it as I go to bed.
And then Saint is the other.
Oh, yeah.
Other one.
Okay, how come Saint never, like, when was Saint born? What is Saint?
Is the little boy.
I never learned about Saint. He was never, he didn't have a name that was good enough to make headlines.
True. But like, okay, so you know what? I'm kind of okay with the Kardashians naming their kids because they can have the cute nicknames. Like, I want a cute nickname for my kid. Like, Anya.
But would you, like, from Anastasia?
No, it's short for lasagna. Isn't that cute though? Like, isn't that cute though? Like, lasagna. Anya. all for the weird names and then making them into nicknames.
I think that's... I want you so badly to name your child Lasagna.
I will, just for that sake.
That was great. I mean, would you do something like that, though? Like, on a real note. Like, would you name your kid something that you were unsure about, but you were very, very happy about the nickname?
I don't know. I guess it's also, like, kind of taking into account what the child's gonna be. Like
a
later.
Human being? What?
Yeah, if I have a dog child, I'm gonna name it a dog name, like Sparkles.
That's I would name my kid Sparkles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then,
totally.
But the thing is, like, with those, like, weirder names, do you feel like, what happens when they're gonna get employed? Like, an employer sees their name.
Here's what I think. That's a hard question because I feel like there are, like, it's not a what if at this point. Like, that's something that's actually happening. Like, especially within the African American, like, community.
That's literally what I'm, like, prefacing.
Right.
Like, that's...
Like, there's all these names that have somehow been deemed not normal.
Yeah.
But, like, naming things doesn't have, like, any type of... Like, no one gets extra points for naming anything well.
Exactly.
Like,
no,
what the
I agree
fuck?
With that. No,
So I don't really know because I don't know how to feel, and I don't... That's, like, a whole different conversation because I'm not sure... Because when it comes to, like, naming my kids, I want my kids to have a very unique names.
Same.
But I am worried about them, like, you know, how is that going to look on a resume? But I feel like that's not something that we should have to worry about. But unfortunately, it's a reality.
Unfortunately, in this society, that's what it is.
Yeah.
See, that's what...
So, I mean, okay,
what happens when they go in and they're like, so your name's Lasagna? and they're like, oh, no, it's Anya for short. And they'll be like... I'd be like...
you're still Lasagna, bitch.
You're still Lasagna.
Yeah.
But I feel like, again, that goes to... People should be hired for merit.
People should be hired because they're good for the job. Like, I don't understand why that would never be the first thought. But I don't know. I'm not a white man, so I don't run this country.
Oh,
shit. I'm sorry. I just dropped it.
White.
For people listening and who have never met us, I am Emily. I'm actually African American. I feel like I have to announce that sometimes because people don't think it because I don't quote unquote sound black. And I have a white person name. So people wouldn't expect me to be black, but quick side note, have you gotten the, oh my gosh, you speak so well? Yeah, man. Yes. People are like, wow, you speak really well. And I'm like, why? I hate thanks. That, man. I learned English at probably around the same age that you did. Like, I don't know how to respond to that. Because then I'm just, like, left feeling unsure. Because it's not like, I can be angry at the person who asked me that question, but it's not like that's going to do anything, you know? So it's just, like, me being uncomfortable. No, I have a lot of stories about people being accidentally racist to me. And, like, it's just real. I don't even know.
So, yeah, like, me being, like... just a sheltered white female for a while. I never, when microaggressions first came out, and people are like, oh, this is what a microaggression is, I was just like, the fuck? Like, what does that even mean? Like, what is that?
Exactly.
Until I actually talked to a person of color, and I was like, wow, yeah, that, like, makes a lot of sense. Right. You know what I mean? It's just like... Because, like, it doesn't... You can put a name on it, you can put a label on it, but it's not going to make sense unless you've had a conversation with someone who's experienced it firsthand. Or if you've experienced it firsthand. Yeah, it's crazy. Because, like, when all the talk about microaggressions came up, because, I grew up in a white community. I grew up with white people who were very passive-aggressively racist to me, and... wow, everyone from home is going to be so mad I said that. But it's the truth, guys. Sorry. There was a lot of really shitty times that I had to deal with. But it's weird because I talk about all these things and people look at me like, wow, really? And I'm like, yeah. Like, really? But then there's that sense of, like, how you can't, as a human being, emotionally connect to something that's, like, so polar from what
you've known for 2 decades now. I agree with that. You know, all of us are 20, 21, 22. Like, everything you've known.
I gotta get another juice box. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be able to down that moonshine.
That's true. And when she says juice box, she means actual juice box. We're drinking juice boxes. We're not. It's not a code for anything.
Sorry for like running away from your super deep convo, but I'm just like
way to walk away when I'm talking about race and the importance of microaggressions and like talking about it.
I know, I'm so sorry. But thank you, Chicago, for bringing up a conversation.
Yeah, we were talking about fucking Chicago West, man. I don't know. We're gonna come back to this conversation.
We will
on a time when we have a lot more time because I'll dig deep, and if
we'll dig deep, we'll have a whole conversation about
segment about it.
This is this is a good preface to what the podcast is. Like because I have a lot of opinions that might not be the same as yours. Mm-hmm. That's okay. So
it's totally okay.
Because the thing is, like with me, so I think that a lot of white men have run this country, but I don't hate white men.
Right.
So it's just like, and I'm very, I don't know, a lot of when they're just like, oh, fuck old white people. I agree with that because sometimes it can be the worst, but at the same time, part of me is just like, you're disparaging a whole type of person, but again, but that happens to everyone, like when, that's how stereotypes are like.
Exactly.
So,
and it's weird because I sit in this weird middle ground of like being a black person but also like growing up with only white people, so like I somehow I understand both sides but I also don't understand either side.
Exactly.
So I'm like floating in the middle like all of you are dumb. No, but yeah, I would agree. Like I personally am terrified of old white men. Like anyone who's old and a man and over the age of like 70 frightens me because the chance of them being accidentally racist is higher.
So true. Oh, that's so
and
true.
It's just like, and I like the chance of me being stuck in a conversation that makes me really uncomfortable is so high, and I haven't really found a way to like navigate those situations. You know, because you're caught off guard and like someone will say something to you that's actually truly offensive and like makes me and I'm like super dramatic, so like I typically just like want to cry and like burst into tears, but I'm like I can't do that. Like how like I have to like pull my shit together because if I burst into tears, like then that looks like something too. So like even my emotional reaction to things has to be calculated, and that's a lot of work, and I don't want to put effort into reacting to someone else's dumb statement.
I know that's it's really weird. Rough, and it's hard to put that through people's heads that like
it is
they are making you feel like that, and they should just not be that way. So it's just like it's
totally intent versus impact, and like I feel like I have this conversation all the time. Like you can intend something, it can be well intended, you totally want to help, but that doesn't mean that your impact is coming across the same way that your intent is. So it's like there's a very weird balance. But like I don't know. This is a big conversation.
Yeah.
That it's important to have, and we're gonna have it. We are gonna.
And the thing is, last thing I'm gonna talk about this. I think that the change comes gradually. I feel like we're growing up in such a progressive time that we're becoming so much more socially acceptable. Like everyone that I know is like, there's still bigots out there, but everyone our age they know morally, they know what's right, and like I think we're growing into a more progressive time, and we're understanding things better, and I think with time and understanding and learning that'll work out. But like right now, the only thing we can do is teach, and I can't see a total change of our society in the next 10 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I would agree.
All we can do really is educate and get the word out. And it's just like, but how do we like balance it out then? Like how can you shouldn't have to accept the fact that these words are spoken to you, but how do you make it easier? Is it able to become easier to take?
Right.
it shouldn't. But
it
like
shouldn't.
It shouldn't become easier.
But like, what do we do? What steps do we take? I don't know. I think talking about it is important. Like, even if someone, if like two people are on polar opposite ends of like understanding something, like the more you talk about it, the more you let yourself truly explore like what the fuck is going on.
I agree.
So I don't think we have to like have any answers, but I think the fact that we're talking about it is important.
I 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chicago.
Thank you, Chicago West,
Chicago.
for introducing this conversation.
Kanye West for
Kanye and Kim,
someone else, and then popping out a baby.
Right, exactly. Thank you for doing none of the work of creating a child. I don't know.
Kim really didn't do much of the work on this last one either.
Okay, here's the question: do you think Kanye and Kim actually have like regular sex?
Yes.
Really?
Oh, Kanye's a freak.
How do you know that?
Have you seen his album covers?
No.
Oh my god.
Oh,
you gotta be fucking
Google that shit, man.
He's a freak.
But like, I feel like,
why wouldn't they fuck?
I don't know.
She's like 80% silicone. We're literally moving to the future of silicone like women.
Silicone women.
Literally.
What?
It's technology, man. With the progression of technology, it's the goods and the bads. Like, there will be an AI takeover.
Yeah, dude, there will be.
Even though everyone's just like, well, they can't do anything unless you program them. But like, if you program them to learn, then they will learn and they'll teach themselves to program themselves, and then they take over the world. Yeah, or they implode and be like, what am I living for?
That's what I do every day. No, it was weird. So I'm actually, so I have a conversation going on right now. It's my yearly conversation with my first boyfriend ever. And he's like an engineer. He's an engineer. From
preface, I am also an engineer.
Yes, Jess is an engineer. But he is doing a lot of research and studying like machine learning and artificial intelligence. So we were like having this conversation. Right there. And oh wow, look at sex on the front of Kanye's album cover.
This one was...
I don't know.
I couldn't tell you. I love music, but I couldn't tell you what the fuck this name of this album is. It's the red one with the bunch of different, like... It came out I'm pretty sure this is the one that was the visual that came out. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I'm pretty sure that's the one that also his like visual like album. Like, he did a whole visual thing with it. It's a pretty good video. That? I couldn't tell it. 2005. Wait, yeah, 2005. Well, it says 2005. I'm guessing it's 2005.
So fucking old.
Yeah, we are really old.
We are.
But anyway.
Coming from people who are literally the first 2 years of their 20s. So old.
We should segue into music of the week.
Okay, but as a question, we didn't actually talk about Chicago's name. Are you pro Chicago? or what is the opposite of pro? Anti. I don't know. Are you for the name Chicago, or are you against it?
At first, I was a little bit like, yeah, this is kind of a little bit of, like, pretentious celebrity name. And I was like, this is fucking dumb. But then I'm just like, why should I even care? Like, it's literally her kid. Like, why should I give a fuck?
That's exactly what I thought. If I can name
my kid Lasagna, she can name her kid Chicago.
Yeah. Because I was like, I don't know how I feel about it. I think that...
Why should I even care?
Like, what an original name. It's already it's like one of the biggest cities. But then I was like, also, it's not my kid. Yeah. I don't care. I'm not gonna...
She's the one who's got to live with it, so...
Right. I don't give
she's the one she's got to assign the nannies to.
Right. Where do you think their kids go?
Kanye West teaches them in the basement.
It's the
just teaching them about life and being bigger than Jesus and how to just be all powerful. I don't know, some Illuminati shit. They send them to Illuminati school where they're all the same. I don't know. Maybe regular school, private school. I couldn't tell you.
I feel like they don't even... I mean, do they need school? They're gonna be so fucking rich. Do they really need school?
I hope they learn. I mean, even though
I hope they're capable of learning things.
No, the thing is, like, even though they may be rich and they'll have a lot of money, the only way that they can do good is if they educate themselves. Like, what's the point of living if you don't keep your curiosity up and want to learn about other people, other cultures, read books, like keep up with things, like
things.
Why? Literally, I guess for me, like, that is the point of life, is just constant knowledge.
Yeah. No, I love that.
Knowledge.
I totally respect that. I hope I keep learning for the rest of my life.
This is how we progress in society. I feel like this is how, because if we stop learning, then we get, like, I don't know, we just continue on the same path using the same old all the same old things that we knew before, because we haven't continued to, like,
we have to keep evolving.
Expand. Yeah, exactly. So,
dude,
that's constant learning. So I hope to God they go to school.
They'll go to school. I'm so interested in, like, the lives of, like, multi-billionaires. Like, I just, like, want to know, because, like, I'm the opposite, and I have, like, maybe $30 in my bank account right now.
I forgot to return my Warby Parker glasses that I borrowed, and they took out $600 from my
oh
account.
My god!
And then I couldn't pay for my Culvers that I got, and I was like, why the fuck don't I have any money? And Warby Parker took all my money because I forgot to give them back the try-on.
I don't even know what half of the words are saying. What is Warby Parker?
They're a glasses company. Like, I mean, Barbie Parker, if you hear this, sponsor us.
Sponsor us.
Sponsor us.
Wait, glasses like
hipster-ass
see
glasses
out of?
That you see out of.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Not like glasses you drink out of. Okay. Fair.
Anyway.
Oh.
But anyway, okay, music of the week,
oh, yeah,
baby.
We're going to music of the week.
This is getting long.
We are approaching, we're at 45 minutes.
So, tell me what are some of the biggest things you've been listening to? What have you most listened to?
Yes. Yeah.
Some music knowledge.
So I have been addicted to this band. They're not new. 100% not new. But they it's called Cruel Youth. Have you heard of Cruel Youth before?
I have not.
So they have, like, a very, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a very can I, like, play it for you right now? I'm just gonna play it. It's like very, for me, like, intoxicating female lyrics.
Ooh, I like that. I love those. I love those female bands.
Gold, too.
Fucking every single, like, Paramore, any band that has that strong ass lead singer. Fleetwood Mac, OGs. Come on.
It's
hard to know.
I feel inspiration when I listen.
Yeah.
Like, they don't, like, even, no matter what the song's about, like, I feel inspired.
I agree with that.
But yeah, so the band is called Cruel Youth. They came out with their only album on Spotify. I haven't done a lot of research. Sorry about it. Their only album on Spotify came out in 2016.
Okay, that's not too bad.
That's not too bad. It's called Plus 30 MG. Okay. It has 7 songs. Best 7 songs ever. I'm super addicted to this band, and and, like, musically, for me, a strong, interesting female lead will, like, hook me instantly, but then, like, the delicacy of the lyrics is something that I really will give a lot of credit to an artist for. So, yeah, if you have a chance, go to Spotify, look up Cruel Youth, check out their album. My favorite songs, oh wow, we're doing this. Oh my god. My favorite songs are Mr. Watson. So sexy. It just makes me want to just dance to a microphone. And the song called Diamond Days, which helps. It's one of my breakup songs, actually. It became it's my newest breakup song, Aid. Yeah. That's my new music.
Fuck yeah.
What about you?
What about me? Well, I have been listening to a lot of Duckworth. He is a rapper, very funky. Don't know much about him. I actually heard this song. I'll play some for you right now. So this is Duckworth. I heard this from the Netflix show. Frick, what was She's Gotta Have It on Netflix. Yeah. This was a song from the soundtrack. Really, really great. Highly recommend that series. But yeah, no, he is really funky. He's a really good rapper. But I think he just kind of knows how to move into the next era of lyrics. So he knows how to so a lot of his songs are, I mean, they're all the same, not the same, but the normal of just living life and whatever, but he knows how to, he's been kind of incorporating the new age. It's hard to explain. Listen to I'm Dead. Songs. Listen to I'm Dead. That's a good one to explain what I'm trying to say. If I knew what I was talking about better, I would. And then a second band that I am really into right now is King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. I don't know what it's about. I don't know what about Australia is that they put out just the fucking best psychedelic rock bands ever. Tame Impala.
Ugh,
fucking
love Tame Impala.
What was the other band? I can't remember it the moment. But Tame Impala, King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard, great fucking Australian band. They put out 5 albums this year.
That's insane.
Which is insane. When Frank Ocean can't even put out one fucking 3, I'm like, fuck you. Put out more music, I swear on my life. We had to wait 5 billion years for your newest, so I'm just whatever. Over it. But they put out 5. They were working hard.
Jess isn't mad, I promise.
I'm fucking salty. I love Frank Ocean. But so they're very on the wide range of psychedelic rock. So very dreamy, light psychedelic rock to almost metal. And it's very good, very it, very interesting lyrics, very it's hard to explain. I love King Giz. They just get me pumped, and I'm a very big psychedelic rock fan, so that is something that you should check out.
Yeah.
On the reg.
Yeah. So Cruel Youth, Duckworth, and King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. That's Jess drinking more moonshine.
I hate moonshine.
As an update, I have now drank 2 cups to Jess's half a cup.
Oh, it's so
That's
hard
where
to
we're at,
put
you guys.
Down. It's so hard to put down.
I think I have a problem. It just, you think I have a problem, or you have a problem?
No, I'm just joking.
That means that you think I have a problem.
Yes, 100%.
It's all right.
That was fun.
I will address it. I'll bring it up with Martha next time I go into my therapist.
Martha's got a lot to hear.
I love the fact that my therapist's name is Martha. I'm obsessed because it's just
name. That's
such a perfect therapist name is Martha.
Janet. That's
right.
She's just Martha's just a name that you joke about.
Right, exactly.
God damn it, Janet.
God damn it, Martha.
Susan.
That's my mom's name, actually.
Susan.
Shout out
to Susan.
Shout out to Susan.
I have no idea.
My mom, who didn't give birth to me because we're fucking adopted.
Oh my god.
It's fine. Whatever, Mom. I love you.
Speaking of freak in the sheets, we should move on to our love section.
Yes, we're on the love segment.
We're on the love section,
baby. Sex and movement.
Get a wine. Get a glass of wine. Spark up a few candles. We're about to get sexual.
We're gonna talk about love.
So we're about to pick from a hat. We've got a bunch of different themes that we could talk about. Some themes I'm more excited than others because I wrote down the themes and then I'm just oh wow, I really don't want to talk about this because this hits really close to home.
God.
So would you like to do the honors?
Oh, got me? Oh, Jesus.
I just want to show
you Jesus. Okay, I picked this one and it is called The Future.
Oh, this is all about fucking Future.
The Future.
The rapper.
The rapper Future.
How we're both gonna tag team Future.
We're gonna tag team. It's gonna be the greatest 3-way known to man.
Continue. So what do we see in our futures?
Yeah, it's weird. Love. So I grew up in a very small town where it's very normal for people to get married at my age, which is 21, 22.
Freaks me out, man. It's
terrifying. Crazy, right? and then have kids and just have kids throughout their 20s. And it's so normal there. And I respect it. I love it. I'm all for it, but also not what I want even a little bit. And it's weird because I'm so sure that I do not want to be married in the next 5, 6, 7 years. Like, I'm totally good with just, like, being, like, not even in a non-committed relationship, but, like, I don't want to be married anytime soon.
Yeah.
So it's weird having to, like, go home and, like, people ask me, like, why aren't you married? And I'm like, because I don't want to be. Like, why would I? Like, I just don't want to be. Is that okay?
Why would I make that lifetime commitment? That's, like, a terrifying thing to do.
Right. Like, sure, I want to sign over the next 20 years of my life to a child that I can't even feed myself.
Same.
I'm drunk all the time. I'm drunk right now doing a podcast. Do you think I could be a mother right now? Probably not.
Yeah, I like day drinking way too much to have a child. Would agree with that one.
Yeah. So it's weird because I feel like there's this, like, expectation that, like, if I don't have a long-term boyfriend right now and I, like, don't know who I'm gonna marry at 22, that, like, there's something wrong with me, but it's totally not. Like, it's totally fine for me to not know.
Same. With me, so I've always been kind of a tomboy, and I always joked about being like, oh, I'm not, like, gonna date anybody, like, I'm such a free spirit, like, all this kind of shit. But I was also the girl who, like, thinks about her wedding all the time. Like, in her head. And like, I think about, like, going down the aisle. I don't know who I'm gonna walk down the aisle with.
Right, but the flowers,
I know exactly what, I know what I'm gonna wear, I know, like, what I want, I know I want to be, like, such a hipster and have, like, some, like, stringed arrangements of, like, Beatles songs, like, some hipster-ass shit. So, like, and the thing is, like, I'm having fun being single and all that stuff, but I feel like we're in an age where you're kind of weird if you don't hook up and, like, you want, like, a committed relationship. A lot of guys are just like, oh, I'm not, like, into that. I mean, I guess I haven't found, like, the right ones, and I bet they're all out there, but, like, there is such a big stigma against this. Like, it's just, you know what, you're cool. They're like, oh, you don't want a relationship? Oh, you like having sex? That's really cool. Like, you're a cool girl. Like, you're a chill girl. But I'm just like, dude, fuck you. I also like I like being in a relationship. I like when other people. Yeah, I like when the person I'm seeing isn't fucking other people.
Right. I would prefer that the person I'm seeing is not fucking other people.
Prefer that. Yeah. But I mean,
but I don't want to be married to them.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like we're stuck in a stigma sandwich.
We are stuck in a stigma sandwich.
You know, because we don't want to go out and have sex with every person that shows any type of interest in us, but we also don't want to be married.
Yeah.
And, like, that, like, for some reason that's, like, become something that's bad to be in, but like, it's the most normal. Like, like, the more people are in our scenario than the other, like, being engaged right now, or
100% agree.
Fucking everyone who comes in their side of vision. So it's weird because
I feel like there's pros and cons with everything.
There's pros and cons with everything. I will agree with you.
But I just think we need to learn how to
respect everyone.
Yeah, respect everyone. But also make sure, actually, the whole thing, I think the biggest thing is making sure you're in a healthy relationship. It needs to be healthy. Like, it doesn't matter what you're, I don't feel like it matters what you're doing unless it's, okay, don't be a pedophile.
Yeah,
don't be attracted to
anti-pedophile.
Don't be attracted to sexy 7-year-olds.
Sexy 7-year-olds do not exist.
Get really sexy. Stop. This is gonna be taken out of context. But anyway,
we're gonna get arrested.
Mm-hmm.
But it's gonna be considered.
But but it needs to be healthy.
Exactly.
And nothing's the right.
It's so hard though.
That is so true. Because sometimes when it's unhealthy, because the unhealthy stuff is the best.
The unhealthy stuff is the stuff that
are just delicious.
Whoa. What? Wait.
Twinkies are delicious, and they're unhealthy.
Okay. I am gonna sound
but pomegranates
like an old motherfucker.
Are healthy and delicious.
Twinkie? Oh, like the actual food.
I'm trying to...
I don't know. You said Twinkies and I thought of Twinks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because now I'm transitioning into talking about gay men.
Gay porn? I don't know.
Gay porn. No, that's... I'm secretly attracted to Twinkies.
I was really confused. No, I mean, that's for real, though. It's hard because, like, it's hard to know what a healthy relationship is unless you're not emotionally invested into it.
Also, if you've been in, like, a healthy relationship.
If you've been in an unhealthy relationship, you know, you may be able to identify signals of, like, of what's not healthy, but, like, it's hard when you love someone, it kind of cancels out everything else.
That's why it freaks me out. Like, I mean... Yeah, that's why marriage kind of freaks me out. Is like I feel like you really don't know a person until you've like lived with them.
I agree, 100%.
And you've like literally have been also in like a near death situation with them.
I agree, in a sense, like,
and, like
maybe not near death,
like
but
like you've seen them in a grieve, like you've been through their grieving process,
like tough times, like you've seen them at their rock bottom, and it's important that like you understand how they deal with it, how they address it, and like what role you play in it. And I think that's important because I feel like some people get every time you take a fucking drink of that moonshine, man. But yeah, some people get in relationships and like are like agree to spend their life together, but they haven't seen the other person when they're at their worst. And until you can really, really appreciate someone at their worst. If you haven't seen me at my worst, you can't have me at my best. For real.
I kind of fucking hate that because it's like so...
I've posted that before. That popped up on like my like a year ago today or like 4 years ago today. This is what you posted. And that was exactly it. And I was like, I wonder whose fucking relationship I was grieving over that I posted that.
Who did I say that about?
Who the fuck?
Okay, I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do future.
Do another one.
In conclusion,
we don't know.
Be healthy. We want health. You know what? Okay, I want to in the future healthy relationships.
Yeah, I'm done with. I'm so done with fuck shit and shitty relationships. So yeah, healthy relationships is all I want in the future. It doesn't matter anything else.
Last one.
Okay.
Open relationships?
Question mark? Question mark. Okay. You should start.
I did just say that I really wouldn't want to see the person that I'm seeing.
But like if you had the conversation beforehand, if you talked about it, if I was absolutely in love with someone and this made them happy, I would do it. Yeah. Like I feel like I could get over it. I don't know. I would be, don't get me wrong, I probably would be jealous. Like it's right. I'm naturally I would naturally be jealous, but like honestly, if it's not hurting me and if it's again healthy, I'm down. Right. I'm down to clown. Yeah. Agreed. And this is like it's a very like recent conversation that I've had with my most recent ex. And like I feel like whether or not like I would be open to anything within a relationship, including an open relationship, but that means that I've got to have like the emotional guarantee first. Yeah. Like, I think it's important to be able to be emotionally committed to your partner, and you know, in an open relationship though, what does that mean? Like there's a lot of different like definitions of an open relationship, like whether or not you're like just flirting with other people, like just like talking to other people, like sleeping with other people. Yeah, I agree with that. Like I need that like guaranteed emotional commitment that like my significant other is with me like through thick and thin. Like we are the ones that are above any type of just like sexual pleasure. Like we have got each other through thick and thin for the rest of our lives type shit. So like I would be open to an open relationship, but I need that emotional stamp of that guarantee. Stamp of guarantee. Certificate. I don't know. I need to be guaranteed that emotionally that person is there for me before I would commit to an open relationship.
I would agree. 100% agree. It's all trust.
It's all trust.
Gotta make sure and you're vibing. Okay, I want to play Fuck, Marry, Kill real quick. Fuck, Marry, Kill. Captain Crunch, Captain Morgan, Captain Caveman. I don't know who Captain Caveman is.
I don't know who Captain Caveman is. Look it up. Who's Captain Morgan?
The rum.
Oh. Fuck, Marry, Kill. Captain Crunch, Captain Morgan, Captain Caveman. Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Not gonna lie, not to sound like a fat bitch or anything, but like...
What? Okay, back up. Don't say shit like that.
Oh, I know. I could lose a few. I ate an entire pizza. Oh, that's Captain Caveman.
That's bullshit.
Oh, he's sexy. He's like he's the cousin of the old cartoon guy.
I wish we were doing a video because then we could just put it on.
I know.
Okay, y'all, people, look up Captain Caveman right now. Oh, right the fuck now, this moment.
That'd feel weird down in the box area. All that hair. The carpets match the drapes.
I think the carpets match everything.
The carpets match.
I think everything is carpet.
So
with Captain Caveman,
I'm killing Captain Caveman because I'm sorry, that's a little bit too much hair for me.
Okay.
Like sometimes I can't even stand Italians because they're so fucking hairy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm Italian and I'm really hairy. Like on my body.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I have like weird, I have like 3 weird chest hairs that I have to pluck.
Really?
Yeah, I'm really hairy. Like it's gross.
No, here's the thing. Your body is gonna do exactly what your body does. Like, don't think it's fucking gross because you shouldn't apologize for how you literally were born. Like, bullshit.
So I would fuck
Okay.
I would fuck Captain Morgan.
Okay.
I'm literally stealing this Reddit guy's answer. I'm fucking Captain Morgan, marrying Captain Crunch, because, like, I could live with Captain Crunch for the rest of my life. And then I'm gonna kill Captain Caveman, because that's just, like, a little too hairy for me.
Yeah?
Too much hair.
Mm-hmm. Which one do you start with? Do you start with the person you fuck, the person you marry, the person you kill?
Or you could just be like, I'd kill.
Yeah, you start with kill.
Or you could just say, I'd kill Captain Caveman.
Yeah, but, like, when you're deciding.
I think it's interchangeable. I think you can say anything. Yeah.
Okay. This is hard for me, which is weird. I feel like...
How about Gordon Ramsay, Bobby Flay, Guy Fieri?
I don't know who all of us
are. Oh my god!
you know,
Guy Fieri is such a fucking meat. You've never seen Guy Fieri? Fieri?
Isn't he doing some cooking thing?
Yeah, diners, drive-ins, and dives. Baby! Guy Fieri.
Okay, so to answer the last one really quick, yeah. I would fuck Captain Caveman. Because he's a freak in the sheets. I would then... This bitch is she's taking pizza. We constructed a platform for my laptop to sit on that is fully just made of pizza boxes that Jess ordered from food earlier, and she just took a piece of pizza from our platform. Just
sick bitch for life.
Whatever. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, so I'd fuck Captain Caveman, because that'd be an experience. Sure. But I would marry Captain Crunch and I'd just kill Captain Morgan. I'm not a rum girl. I feel like rum makes me make really, really awful decisions.
Yeah, because every other alcohol makes you make better decisions. Sure. Okay.
I feel like
fake news.
There are alcohols that will make me do specific things.
Tequila makes your clothes fall off.
Tequila is the one I feel like most drunk Emily in. If I drink whiskey, I just end up crying. I bawl my eyes out every time I drink whiskey.
I cry a lot. Whenever actually, if I hit a point where, like, I get really, I don't know, if I get to a state, like, whenever I'm, like, super fucked up, where I just, even the ounce of me is just, like, sad or, like, cries a little bit, it opens the waterworks. Like, the entire night is ruined because I'm crying in the bathroom.
I've seen you cry in the bathroom over nothing. I love it.
You've seen me cry. Yeah.
You've seen me cry a lot. Like,
when?
Bitch, what?
When was the last time I saw you cry?
You've known me for so many years. When was the last time you seen me cry?
I don't remember.
God, when was the last time I cried in a public place? Okay, remember that time in Riverview when I was, like, bawling my fucking eyes out?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I didn't even have to describe more than that. Yeah. You know, you were there. It was rough.
Oh, the stories of working a summer job that I don't think we can talk about.
You know, I think I need to wait. So I'm also student body president of UWM. It's God. Fine, whatever. At this point, I graduate in a semester, so go big or go home. Am I right?
We'll try not to talk about anything super incriminating.
Right, exactly. And it's nothing incriminating, but it's definitely like very like intra UWM like works. But yeah, being a orientation leader, best thing in my life, but also was the most dramatic time.
We also have so many stories.
I have so many
stories that maybe in a couple years I can tell.
AKA 2 weeks.
Out of college.
I'll get them out of Jess before we graduate college,
fuck.
I promise you.
This is so bad.
It's alright.
We've hit like the hour 10 mark, and I think this is a good place to say adios.
Yeah.
My babies.
Yeah.
If you made it this far, you get nothing. You haven't won anything.
You're not important. You just listened along.
No, you are important to me, and I hope you listen again. But like, this was long, and I'm surprised you got this far. Yeah. But if you got this far, the secret word is butthole. Come up to me if you've listened to this podcast all the way through, and just say butthole.
Just whisper butthole in one of our ears,
and then we'll be like, we have support.
Then you have a surprise.
Then
we'll give you the first 10 people to whisper butthole in one of mine or Jess's ears.
You know what? If you got this far and you whisper butthole in my ear, I will buy you lunch.
I'll buy you lunch too.
Yeah. So sounds good. Boom.
First person to whisper butthole in my ear.
Okay. Thank you for listening. We will be back maybe next week.
Yes, definitely next week.
We'll make this a weekly thing because I really want to do this because we need to work out the kinks and work out.
We've got some kinks.
We got some stuff to talk about.
Sexy wink. We've got some kinks.
Thank you. Hopefully someone listened to this. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
I hate us.
End time. End speed.
Time. Bye guys. That was... Oh god.